Why did I choose to share my story? It's actually kind of funny because I did not set out to write a book about my life and write a book about my testimony. It actually started as an advice book, and it had a different title, different storyline. Everything was just different. It was just not, I never set out to write a testimony book. But as I was writing this advice book for young women, I found myself telling a lot of why I knew about what I was writing. I felt like I needed to write about how I know that God can deliver anybody, that God can transform anybody. And I felt like God was telling me, tell them what I did for you. Tell them what I did for you. Tell them how I delivered you. And I think about the man in Luke. I think it's the 8th chapter. I may be wrong. I have to look. But think about that man in Luke that was demon possessed, and Jesus delivered him from that demon possession. And then what did he tell him? He said, go tell everybody what I did for you. So if I was delivered, if I was transformed, if God did something for me, I'm supposed to go talk about it. If God delivered you from something, you're supposed to talk about it. We're supposed to share our testimony. We're supposed to glorify God by talking about what he did in our lives. And when I look back at my story and how I used to think and the things that I used to do, all I can say is but God. Because, you know, it was, when you talk about transformation, I mean, my thinking, my intentions were different back then. I mean, God, thank you, God. You know, the favor that he showed me throughout my life. I mean, it's just, I'm still amazed every day when I look back and I just think about some of the things that I went through and some of the things that I could be going through now as a result of some of the things that I did. I just thank God. So this is why I share my story. And there's a young lady out there who is going through the same thing I went through, who is doing some of the things that I did. And I'm praying that she reads my story and say, you know what? I shouldn't be doing this. Or there's a lady out there that thinking she's not good enough to be used by God because of her past. And guess what? She's going to read my story and she's going to know that God can use anybody. So that's why I write my story. My mission is to inspire others. And I pray that me sharing my story will inspire you to share yours. And for those of you that read my book, if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, please, any prayer requests or anything, please let me know. I'm not pushing my book on everyone because I know that it's not for everyone. My book is for specific people. And those people are going to get something from it. There are going to be people that won't like it. There are going to be some people that turn their nose up at it. But guess what? I can't please everybody. Jesus couldn't even please everybody. So I know I can't. You're not going to be able to please everybody. But the people that your story is for are going to be touched. Share your story. This is what he wants. He works in our lives so that he may get the glory. Everything that he does is for him to get the glory. So glorify him by sharing your story, inspiring others, helping somebody that's in a situation that you used to be in. Help them get delivered as well. Let them know there is hope.